Remember getting a gold star just for showing up, sharing, or being kind? When did we stop celebrating the little things? Hello, friends, and welcome back to The Free Advantage, brought to you by The Risky Path. I want to invite you to join me each week as we explore self-discovery, authenticity, and the journey to uncovering a life of freedom. This podcast is about sharing and exploring impactful experiences that we all share in a relatable and digestible way. With so much information out there, it can be overwhelming to take it all in. And here, I want to give you small bites that you can take back into your week and integrate into your daily life. Oh, who remembers kindergarten? I loved elementary school. It was so much fun. We got to sit in circles, play games, answer educational and learning questions in a creative and fun way. It excited me to go to school, and I didn't feel stuck in class. I got to meet Crime Dog McGruff, I played outside, I ate cupcakes on my friends' birthdays, and I even got a good job scratch and sniff stickers on my Fiverr cross. You remember those? Yeah, and every time we did something good, we got a gold star on the chart next to our name. Learning did not feel like a chore. It felt like a celebration. I mean, where did it all take a turn? When did life, learning, and growing become so serious and boring and not creative or fun at all? As I got older, I realized so much of what we were missing is play, fun, and celebration. And I've been reflecting on that a lot lately, and I have really realized something important. If we want to claim freedom in our lives, we must reclaim our playfulness, our creativity, and learn how to celebrate. Not too long back, I decided to start incorporating some of my favorite things from childhood back into my everyday life. And what better way to do that than to celebrate our 20th podcast episode? You heard me right. Today is our 20th episode, and I am overwhelmed by the support that you all have given me from all around the world. I am in awe of how quickly the word has spread and how you are all making this happen. Thinking about it all, the crazy thing about it is that just 2 months before I started The Free Advantage, I had worked with a good friend of mine, AJ, from Get Your Shine. And he led me through his wonderful imagination method, and this helps others to walk in their authentic authority. And through his method, I was able to uncover my what if. What if I change how people view themselves and the world? What if it spreads globally and they come together in acceptance and instead of defiance? What if they heal? Wow, just speaking those words again out loud fills me with such gratitude. After my time with AJ, I spent the next 2 months leaning into my authority and letting myself shine. I started the Free Advantage podcast in mid-November last year, and to date, we have listeners all around the world. We are global. Something I dreamed of but was never sure was possible. From the US to Ireland, Germany to Spain, Hong Kong into Australia, I want to thank you all for walking this journey with me and listening in each week. When I first started, I was just excited that my family might listen, but then your messages began pouring in, telling me how this podcast was helping you walk your own risky path and to live with more freedom. That's when I knew that we were doing something meaningful together. I want you to join me in celebrating our 20th episode by celebrating your wins, not letting them pass you by, going unnoticed and unrecognized. When we go to celebrate things in our lives, we tend to reserve it for the big things. Anniversaries, birthdays, weddings, graduations, babies, promotions, all of those kinds of things. I mean, we even celebrate our lives in death. But what about all the little things that we achieve each and every day? What about our everyday victories? The mornings we get out of bed when we don't feel like it. The moments that we show up with kindness when we feel irritated. Or when we're able to set boundaries. Or the care that we give, even when no one sees it. Most of the time, if not all of the time, These moments pass and do not get the recognition that they so deserve. We are quick to shame ourselves for the shoulda, woulda, couldas of life, but the moments that we're happy and proud of who we are being, how we're showing up, or the things that we have done or not done, rarely get their day in the sun. So today, I'm bringing back the gold star chart. Yes, that magical little sticker system from elementary school. Do you remember those? You helped a classmate, you got a star. You raised your hand, you got a star. You sat quietly in line, you guessed it, a gold star. It wasn't about perfection. It was about recognition. It was about saying you matter and what you did matters. I see you. Let's give these moments the time to shine that they so deserve. Because kindergarten had it right. I remember when we were all little, there was a general sense of celebratory air for all of the little things that we accomplished. And gold stars nourished us in a way that we didn't even realize. And if you ask me, I think we need them now more than ever. I am a huge fan of bringing childhood joy back into our adult lives. So as I encourage you to do so for yourself, I want to share my personal gold star chart from this past week with you. Here's a few of my stars. For the past 3 weeks, I have been caretaking around the clock for a family member recovering from surgery, and I have managed to get my podcast done and published and still meet some milestones. I have been sleeping well and cultivating a better sleep habit. I've fed myself today. I've upkept my laundry and my personal space clean despite being super busy, followed my intuition this week, and I reached my 20th episode on my podcast. Not all of these are minor, but those that are, acknowledging them makes all the difference. It's powerful, healing, and motivating. Growth doesn't have to be difficult and exhausting. We are allowed to use our imagination. We're allowed to be creative and to work through our challenges in a playful and fun way. Not everything has to be so serious. So, how can you start celebrating your own wins? Here's a few ways to help you get started. Set intentions, not perfection. Focus on showing up, not being flawless. 2, share your wins. Tell a friend, post it online, text it to someone you love. Let your joy ripple out. And 3, celebrate in your own way. A journal entry, a little dance party, a quiet prayer of gratitude. Doesn't have to be big to be real. And 4th, start your own gold star chart. Pick one thing each day that you're proud of and give yourself a star and let it shine. Celebration is a mindset. It shifts your focus from what's next to what's right now. And that shift, that's where your power lies. When you take the time to acknowledge your progress, you strengthen your self-worth and motivation. So, here's my challenge for you. Start your chart. You can do this on paper, poster board like in school, or you can even do what I do. Open your notes app, type it in, and add your gold star emoji right beside it. And if you go to my website, theriskypath.com, you can download your own gold star chart that I've created just for you. So, start with one win every day, big or small, and celebrate it. Then move up to see how many more you can find each day. Ask yourself, what's one thing I'm proud of today? Then give yourself a star because you deserve it. Celebrating our wins isn't about our ego. It's about building respect and gratitude for yourself. It's about saying, hey, I showed up and that matters. It's about recognizing not only what you've done, but recognizing who you are. So let this be your reminder. Just like back in kindergarten, you showed up, you tried, and you mattered. That's worth a gold star. And this moment for me is definitely going on mine. Thank you for showing up with me for 20 episodes, for 20 weeks of vulnerability, growth, and freedom. For more resources, visit my website, theriskypath.com. And if this episode resonated with you, again, please share it with someone who might need to hear this message. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave us a review. Your voice matters, and it helps us to grow and get our message out to more people just like you. I hope you go out and celebrate your wins this week. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for celebrating with me, and let's continue this journey to freedom together. And remember, freedom is the advantage you already own. Until next time.